Hello, how are you doing? I pray that you are doing fine. Thank you for always coming back to this. God bless you so much. And today I am here again with the same topic. Yes, if you have been following me, my previous videos now are about the testimonies, and I decided to talk about my growing up, how my life has been, because I've seen God in my growing up. I've seen so many things that has helped me now to be who I am today. When I look back at my history life, it has really helped me to see where I am going, whereby I didn't see that before. I totally was blind. You know, we human beings, we have a tendency of reaching out to something that is very far away. Meanwhile, what we really need is just right there in our hand, and we're searching and looking for so many things that are very far away. I wish I knew these things 20 years ago, 30 years ago. I would have been very far, but anyway, with God it's never too late. But my history life has really helped me for now, to be honest, and that's the reason why I decided to share with you. So, as I share with you, don't look at the bad things and the good things and say that, oh, do you have to expose yourself and talk about your life? There are some things you should keep quiet. Let me tell you, there's nobody who doesn't have a history. Don't lie to me. Everybody under the sun has a history. Some of them are even worse than my own. Some of them are good, some of them are worse. So every person in this life have a history. And it's up to us to see that our history, what are we learning from our history? The past, what are we learning from there? Are we getting wiser, or are we still staying where we are? One thing that has made me also to talk about that, I just want to testify. Like pushing, like, encouraging people out there who see themselves like they have nothing to offer in their life, to make them be where they're supposed to be, where God wants them to be. If I have to talk about that, I'll never finish today. So let's go back to where I stopped from. And may God help all the churches that we have back home to know the word the way they should know, because some of the teachings are totally different, that you feel like you want to go and say something. Like the one my mother was in, I was like, Mom, what are you doing here? Because there was something they did to her that I was like, no, God cannot do this. God is not like this. But anyway, she didn't know better than that. So as now I'm growing up, and I like anything that concerns God, normally really moved me, really touched me, because I was created for Him. God had put a spirit in me. His spirit was inside me, and He had already chosen me. So even though I was just a normal child living my life, there were some things that were really touching my heart, that is like, this is the way I should go. This is the way I was meant to be. But how do you find out? That's the problem. So, and then being somebody that God had a plan for, He protects you. This is why I'm saying my story, because I faced so many things. There's one time I can give this short story to tell mothers who have daughters or have sons, take care of your children. Be telling your children, if you are touched on the wrong side, speak out. Anyway, so all those things is the distraction of the enemy. The enemy is seeing your future, and he knows that something good is going to come out of you. So he does small little things around you just to bring you down and totally destroy your life, because the Bible says He came to kill. That is John 10:10. The thief came not but for to steal and to kill and to destroy. I am come that they may have life, that is Jesus saying, and that they might have it more abundantly. So the enemy came to steal and destroy. So because he's seeing our future, he's seeing our destination, he puts a lot of distraction. And for me, he did many crazy things. So there was one time the thieves took us. Now I'm grown up. I'll just be giving points here and there, the things that I've experienced. The thieves came and found us standing with the father of my younger son near the door, and we had moved to a living area that is in Kenya. And this living area we had moved to, they had just built that estate, and that estate was still new, so there were not many people who have moved in. So that the bad bandits knew that they can always do something and nobody will recognize, because from one house to the next, you'll find that the neighboring houses are empty and you are the only one living there. Before you get another place, another further house or a building that people are living in, it was a little bit distant. So they knew that. So in the evening, as I escorted the father of my child to say goodbye, as he was going somewhere in the evening, he had to rush somewhere. Then they come, 6 of them, and they pushed us and told us to get into car. That day I knew I was going to die. And funnily, sometimes men normally behave like they don't know God. This is something interesting. Sometimes men behave like everything is cool. To hear a man say you pray. So that day, as they were running like crazy. 6 of them seated in one small little car. One seated on me. One sat next to us, and he was put to sit next to me. So we were 4 at the back. And 4 at the back, and I think 3 in front, because there were many. And they had weapons, but I didn't see all the weapons. And they drove us to a very far distance place, where that place also they were starting to flatten the ground to build another new living area. So there was nothing there. That's where they took us. I thought they were going to kill us and take the car. So when they reached there, they told us to come out. I don't want to get out. I was like, you want me to step out? So as I step out, you hit me with something. I'm not getting out. You better finish me here. Or if I make one step, you won't get me. You know, I used to run 100 meters. So I made one step and I flew. I didn't run. So I flew. And I ran like a mad woman. And I heard the father of my child calling, saying, come back, they are gone. I was like, come back where? Not me. So later on, when my mind started to function better again, because you lose it. When you experience that thing, you lose it. And I thought, he's saying come back. If he's saying come back, that means he's still alive. That means he's still there. That means they've left him. So I turned around and I saw him waving and whatever. Then I waited, and then I said, now it's at night. How are we going to go home? We went to the main road and we tried to stop some cars. Nobody wanted to give us a lift because that place was dangerous. There were no buildings. It was just like an empty living area. Nobody want to stop in an empty place, just, like that. So then I told him, you hide. Maybe if I'm a woman by myself, the cars driving by will take us. So a small minibus for transportation, came, and first of all they passed, and then they decided to stop. And I told them, we've been hijacked and we don't have a way to go home. Could you please drop us to the nearest police station if you can, because we have nothing with us? And they said, how would we be sure that you are not those bad girls who stop cars? The bandits may come running. I said no. And then one of them looked at my eyes and saw that I was crying. I was already crying, So then they accepted, and my man came and we were dropped at the police, and that's how the story went. At the end of the day, the car was found, but not in a good condition. They had stolen some few things. So, to make the story short, that is part of the things I experienced. At that day I saw that, I thought, God, is this where you created me, that my life will stop here? I was like, this is the end of the world. And that's not the first time. Another time when I was young, a boy kidnapped me. I think I've said it in the beginning. That short video I had started has explained it, so I'll not repeat it again. I had started to do that, but then I don't know what happened. I didn't finish, so that's why I've put it not to do all the time video. Better if the one I have, I combine together. That's why I've combined them. Anyway, so as times went by, I still loved the things of God. Wherever I heard the word, it really moved my heart. I would feel so good about anything to do with God. So I was taken, I wasn't ready for this marriage. I was only 14, and the father of my children's family made me stay with the father of my children. The story is too long. I'll just make it short here. And as a young girl, I don't know even what is marriage. I don't know how to live with a husband. I don't know many things. I'm still a small girl. And I should say stupid, because I could have done something about it, but I was those quiet girls who never knew how to fight for themselves. I didn't know how to fight for myself. And until today, I'm still learning how to fight for myself. And many people have taken that and used, many people who know that I'm a softie have used my softness to do many things to me. And now I am learning to fight for myself, to stand for myself, to stand for what is good for me. I have learned it the hard way. So I didn't know how to fight for this. So as they took me, I had 2 kids, and then it had to end because there was no love, there was nothing. I was pushed to that. So now I'm around 17. I start to see the mistakes, and then I decide to go away because he was alcoholic, a really total alcoholic. And of course, he's late now. May his soul rest in peace, because after that, later, many years, he died. So I want to say that it was not something that I wanted. I was made to stay there, but I didn't. It was not my idea. It was not my wish. He was not my friend. He was not my boyfriend that I would say now we are boyfriend and girlfriend. Now we have decided to marry. It was not a normal way of people getting to get married, and I'm a small little girl. So, but anyway, I ended up having 2 wonderful boys. I love my children. I have 4 boys. I have great children anyway. So I left. After I left, before I left, there was a church that was there. It was called Full Gospel. And I'm going to talk about this in a short while. Let me finish this one here, okay? Until the next video.